This is your girl, Amy. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my night worst meal living with a stepmom. Yes. To my returning subscribers, guys, thank you so much. God bless you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Today's video, I'm going to share with you a life experience. All my videos, I'm sharing life experience. There's no friction, but this is the reality of phantom life experience, what I went through while I was a kid. So in today's video, I want to share with you my worst nightmare living with my stepmom. My stepmother, I started living with my stepmom at the age of 13 years. How I came to start living with my stepmom. My uncle, my beloved uncle, I used to love so much. When my mom used to flog me, I used to run when I was a kid. I used to go to that uncle. So that was 2004. He died. When he died, rest in peace. When he died, my dad came for the burial because my dad was staying in another state with my stepmom. So when you're following my video, guys, if you're following my video, you will see my story of rejection, how I suffered rejection, how everything went. So I did not have that good relationship with my mom. Basically, after she gave birth to me, what she went through, I think a lot of women can relate with this. So still she had kept the thing in her heart. She always, until now, when you're following my video, my past videos where I talk about rejection, I spoke about my mom didn't have a good relationship with me because of what happened to her when she gave birth to me. Yeah, and growing up until today, when I do any mistake or we got some small misunderstanding, or she always reminds me, like, this child that always made me, almost killed me. So she was like telling my dad that she has beaten me enough, she doesn't want to beat me again, that my dad should go with me and start living with me. So then that was another shift in life. So my dad went with me. I was thinking, my stepmom. I mean, growing up, because it was a extended family, it was a polygamous home. Then I was like, all our stepmothers, we called them mama. Until growing up, starting to understand, I came to realize there's something called stepbrother or stepsister. After the experience living with my stepmother, that's when I came to know, okay, there's a stepmother, it's no longer mama, and there is a stepbrother, it's no longer a real brother, and there is a stepsister, it's no longer like a real sister. So living with my stepmother, I learned a lot. There's some things that shaped me to be the woman I have become today, and there's some things that have really damaged me internally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, psychologically, until now that's really, I do not have a relationship with my stepmom. So living with my stepmother, she used to have these curse words, throwing those curse words, oh, you will fail in class, you will not pass. Like, it's kind of, weird. She used to curse, all the best words in her mouth are actually cursing. And that is the environment, that toxic environment that I was living in with her and her children. Of course, my dad used to wake up very early in the morning. He goes 6, he comes back like 10 p.m. at night. There's no conversation. There was no conversation. We only see our dad, talk with our dad when on Sundays. That man was so strict. Sundays, strictly we are going to church. He would drive us all in his vehicle and take us to church. So growing up in that toxic environment, all the words were cussing. Basically, she never had that good word, good vibe, positive word, positivity, like anything positive from her. It was all curse when it came to me, because had that boiling blood she felt between my mom and her. So for her, like, she had a tension, like a bad relationship with my mom. So, and also my mom's children, they were a threat to her. So I remember living with her. So at the age of 14 years, I didn't know anything because I really literally did everything, every chore at home. So this my stepmom, I don't know. I've never spoke this thing with my dad, but I spoke this thing with my mom some few years back. So my dad came around 10 o'clock. I was sleeping because we will wake up 6 in the morning. You go and fetch water, you clean the house, you wash the utensils, you go to school, you prepare for them breakfast, you go to school. And then by around 7:30, you'll be leaving at school. And so during that time, you come back, you do whatever you do, you want to sleep tomorrow, you start your normal routine. So one day, my dad came at night. I don't know, I was sleeping. Of course, I was young. So she served my dad. Then the next thing I had was like my name. Guys, I'm so sensitive to my name. When I'm sleeping, whenever someone calls my name, Imelda or Amy, I'll just wake up from that deep sleep. So I had dad calling me. Then I woke up. When I woke up, dad calls me and says, my stepmother was sitting there. My dad was sitting there while eating. I don't know what she told my dad. The next thing that happened was like, remove your clothes. Naked. Just imagine. And I was surprised. No, you woke up from the sleep, you were surprised. You don't know, you did not do anything. Nothing happened during the day. I don't know whether she had kept that thing in her mind. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. So I was like, Dad, he was like, do whatever I've told you to do. If you don't do it, I'm going to flog you. I was 14 years. So I opened. When I opened, he told me, I don't know what she told him. So when I removed my clothes, I stood, he said, okay, dress up and go. He never did anything wrong to me, but I don't know what my stepmother, what transpired, what my stepmom told him. So from that day, there was that bitterness that started growing in my heart. There was that thing that started telling me, okay, this woman actually is after something. I could do whatever I could do, but that thing was inside my heart. Why? Until today, the why is still why. There is no answer to that why. So one day, I and her daughter, we got misunderstanding. As you know, children will always have that misunderstanding. It's children think they're siblings. My stepmother came in defense of her child. Because I think I'm older than the child by maybe 6 to 7 years, like that. Yes. So this girl was arguing with me. We were arguing. My stepmother jumping in instead of as being a parent to stop these two children to stop fighting. She started attacking my mother. Yes, I don't have a good relationship with my mother, but at the end of the day, she is my mom. She will never change. I cannot have any photocopy of my mom. I cannot have a duplicate of my mom. She is my mother, and I will still love her, and I will still choose her over and over again. So in that argument, when she jumped in the argument, the word was like, your mom is a prostitute. In fact, she said your mom is a harlot. I was like, wait, what does that? Then I asked her, why would you call my mom that way? The argument was so much like I backed up being a child, and she's like a mother. I was seeing her like a mother figure, and she was just like, oh, all those nasty. So I told her, you don't have any right to call my mother that name. You too, you are that name. Calling my mom a harlot, which means you too, you are harlot. Because my mom is as you're married to the same man, and this, you have children for the same man, and my mom has children for the same man. If you have issue with my mom, face it yourself as women, but not including a child. So for her, the hate for my mom, she had put on all my mother's children. Yes, she treated my mother's children all differently, so differently. So guys, that I think after I told her that the same word she told me, like I returned it back to her, so the hate increased. This woman one day, when I told her that thing, the hate increased, so she got so much upset in a way that she got a panga. She wanted, I don't know, to chop off my head. So someone, a neighbor, just called my cousin and said, come and save your sister. Come and save your cousin. Your stepmother is so harsh on her. Something wrong might happen. So my cousin brother was coming. He was riding a motorcycle, rushing, coming home to see what was happening. So the woman said, I'm going to cut you, I'm going to cut you. Like, I'm going to chop your head, I'm going to chop your head. I was like, I thought it just like, okay, she's angry, but she can't chop my head. The next thing, the woman came with a panga, like, said, I will chop you. And guys, you know what? I just put my head, I was like, you know what? I am done. D-E-O-N. I am just done with all what is happening. I put my head and she raised the panga like this. So my cousin just came fast. He packed his motorcycle, pushed me away and pulled the panga out of her. And he told her, first of all, if you chop this girl, if you cut her anywhere, if you just injure her anywhere, you will go to jail. And the family, the wrath from the family, you will not content it. So guys, that was me surviving to die in the hands of Mr.